Good morning, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to be celebrating my favorite season of the entire year, fall. We are going to be doing a fall themed vlog today. I'm very excited. As you can see, I'm already kind of getting into theme here. I poured myself some pumpkin spice rooibos. I don't know how to pronounce the word. It's a tea. I got it from Trader Joe's actually a couple years ago. Does tea expire? I don't know. Let me know. But it's very good. I would highly recommend. And I just have it in my cutesy little black cat cup, of course. I'm also wearing my Halloween sweatshirt right now. But today our plans are we are going to go to a Spirit Halloween first, which I'm very excited for. Maybe go thrifting a little bit for some of my Halloween costume stuff. And then later we're going to kind of spruce up my apartment a little bit, get into the holiday, the fall Halloween theming, and I am going to cook today, believe it or not. I am going to cook some pumpkin brioche French toast. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you might know that A, I'm not very good at cooking, and B, my kitchen is so unbelievably tiny. So that should be a ton of freaking fun. But first, I'm just gonna drink this and then let's go to Spirit Halloween. It's too hot. Also feels crazy to be drinking tea when it's like 75 degrees out right now. So just LA things. Okay, this is what I'm gonna wear out of the house. Like I said, it's like 75 degrees right now, so it's a little bit hot. Okay, this is fall in LA. It's not necessarily the same as fall everywhere else. So I am gonna go ahead and wear jean shorts, a light, thin flannel, and a tank top. And then I'm just wearing my slip-on like little Steve Madden shoes. Just keep it nice and casual. You could say in hindsight, like, Megan, why are you trying to like force fall into the equation here? You know, it seems like it's very sunny, very warm in LA. It's not really fall vibes. But I don't accept that. Fall is my favorite season and I'm gonna celebrate it whether it's here or not. So I'm gonna force myself to drink warm tea and go to Spirit Halloween. So the tough thing with Spirit Halloween is obviously it's not a permanent store, right? So they just kind of take over empty places, like stores that have gone out of business, etc., etc. I'm just hoping that the place that I'm mapping to is a current Spirit Halloween, because I think that's happened to me before where like I'll map to a Spirit Halloween, like because it says it's a Spirit Halloween on the map, but it was maybe just one the previous year, but it isn't this year, you know what I mean? But I'm very excited. I love Spirit Halloween. I haven't been to one since last year. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. I just find it to be extremely fun and spooky and fun. I'm taking a break from listening to The Life of a Showgirl. That's just been on repeat in my car. But today, you know, we kind of have to be on the fall Halloween theme. So I'm playing my Halloween playlist. I love that playlist. Halloween music is so good. Doesn't get as much credit because it gets overshadowed by Christmas music, but there are such good Halloween songs. Specifically, Heads Will Roll mixed with Thriller by the Glee cast. Ghostbusters, so good. Calling All the Monsters, China and McClain, absolute platinum banger. Yeah, there's just so much good Halloween music. Like, get out there and listen. Oh. Okay, that's awesome. That's super cool. I'll see you guys at Spirit Halloween. Wait, I can't believe it's actually here. It took over, it looks like an old Rite Aid. Sounds promising. I don't even really have anything I need to get here. I'm just kind of coming for the vibes, to be completely honest. But let's go!
In a land long since burned to ash, there lived a young princess.
The problem with Spirit Halloween is it's so expensive for the most part, but I do think it is a really good place to go for like accessories for your costumes if you can't afford like a full-on costume at Spirit Halloween. Like I certainly can't afford to be paying the prices of like the full costumes, but they do have like really good accessories, like if you need like a little something for your costume, like a hat. And then the other thing is they always have such a fun collection of graphic tees. Like for the most part, you know, there are obviously like Halloween scary spooky vibes, but I love them. Like I think they're really cool. Like they have such really cool options and they're pretty decently priced, and they have really good like just like Halloween accessories, like not for costumes too, like jewelry and just fun little trinkets and things. And it's also just good to like walk through and get inspiration for Halloween costumes as well. But it's just a fun time in there. I just love Spirit Halloween. I think it's so fun. But now I'm gonna go to a couple of Goodwills that are nearby and search for some stuff for my costumes. Let's freaking get going. Well, that was a bust. I went to 2 different Goodwills and I couldn't find anything for my costumes, unfortunately. I found a couple things where I thought they were gonna work perfectly, but they just didn't fit me, unfortunately. Hopefully everything will come together. One of my costumes is pretty much already done. I'm just like finishing up a few final things with it. The other one is like, I haven't found anything for it. So it's like at the end of the day, I have one costume, I'll be fine, you know? But it would be nice to have a second costume for the whole Halloween weekend. But now I'm heading back home and then we can start decorating the apartment. Okay, I made it back to the apartment. There is construction going on in my apartment complex, so if you hear some of that, I do apologize. But I did want to do some Halloween holiday fall decorations. I don't have much, but I did pick up this felt wool pumpkin from Trader Joe's. We can put that somewhere. And then I also got this felted wool garland. I feel like this especially is very like obviously fall, but will like be really good for like Thanksgiving time as well. I was thinking of putting it up on this wall, maybe around the All Too Well poster. Speaking of All Too Well, so fall core. And then I've had this skeleton guy for a while now, and he's usually actually just hung up in my closet. He glows in the dark, so I kind of like having him hung up in there, but we'll have to put him up out here somewhere for the holiday season. Okay, I have some thumbtacks. Wait, there's like literally a hole here. I'm thinking I maybe did something along these lines for Christmas one year. I can't remember. I think I'm having flashbacks. I think I remember this being an issue, that the thumbtacks didn't work on this wall for some reason. Why is it so thick? I feel like I can hear the voices of my parents telling me not to do this, but since the thumbtacks aren't working, we might just need to do nails. Listen, like, it's fine. There's already nail holes in this wall. Clearly, I had to hang this picture up somehow. So, like, I think it's really gonna be fine. Plus, I have so many different sizes of nails, so I can just use the itty bitty little ones. Right. Well, that's not even at all. Okay, a little bit more. Is that even? Ta-da! It's not perfect, but I think it's cute. I do think it's cute, actually. And I do like the pumpkin here. Like that. So cute! Okay, now I feel like, first of all, he's gonna look just darling here. And I feel as if the thumbtack will go into this wall. It shouldn't be this hard. What the heck? Like, am I just weak or do these just not work? Guess I'll use another nail. Sorry, Mom and Dad, part 2. Oops. I did one hit too many. Ow. Why is everything in my life so difficult?
Cool. Can you give me a sec?
Alan, we are so...
One eternity later.
Took me an embarrassing amount of time to get that done. I had to use a fork, but I did it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, a little bit of a breather, and then we will move on to the cooking portion of the video, which I'm sure, given everything that's already happened, is gonna go perfectly smoothly and nothing's gonna go wrong. Okay, who's ready to make some breakfast? We are going to be doing breakfast for dinner today. My favorite, French toast. I'm a big breakfast person. I love most breakfast foods, so I'm very excited about this. And I actually have made French toast before, believe it or not. So hopefully this is gonna go okay. The ingredients we have today, we are gonna be using butter in the pan, mixing up some eggs, vanilla extract, and a little bit of milk. I should have gotten cinnamon. I forgot that I didn't have any, but it should be fine because the bread that we are using today is like a pumpkin brioche twist. So I think it's already gonna have a pretty decent amount of flavor in there that hopefully the cinnamon won't be needed. And then of course, to finish it off, once it's all cooked, we will be using maple syrup to consume it with. So I'm very excited about this. I don't think I've ever had like a pumpkin French toast before, but I feel like that sounds really good. I like brioche bread, so let's get freaking cracking into it. If you've never watched the channel before, this is my kitchen. I famously do not have an oven, do not have a microwave, do not have anything except for this tiny little two burner stove top, this air fryer, and this fridge that I had to purchase. So you know, we're working with limited counter space here. We're gonna try our best. First, we need to mix up the little egg mixture or whatever. I'm gonna start off with just 2 eggs to start off with. I mean, you know, I'm only feeding myself, so I don't feel like we need too much. Not a freaking shell in sight. What I like about French toast is you don't need to be too exact with, I feel like, any of the measurements or anything, which I can appreciate. I've just never been a talented cook. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't come very easily to me. I find it to be very difficult. You know, it's out of my comfort zone. So let's take a little bit of milk. I'm famously a 1% milk girly, okay? Don't come for me. I've never been into the nut milks or the whole milk 2%. I find that to be pretty gross. I don't know how much milk to use. And then I got this from Trader Joe's, this organic alcohol-free pure vanilla flavor. Like vanilla extract. I don't know, I realized I was like, I've never bought vanilla extract before. It's just always been one of those things that's been like in my house. So hopefully this is correct. Smells good. And I know with this stuff, like you only want to use a teeny tiny little bit. See, the thing is, you do need like enough mixture to fully submerge the bread in. So I'm like, do I need another egg? Like, worst comes to worst, I don't finish, like I don't use all the mixture, and then at the end, I can use that to just make scrambled eggs. That's what my dad used to do growing up, and we called them special eggs, because obviously it wasn't just egg, like it had vanilla, cinnamon, and stuff, so we called them special eggs. They were kind of almost like dessert eggs, but they're very good, in my opinion. Should always add like nutmeg too. I just don't really have that many spices. Again, like where am I gonna put all of them? I don't have any sweet spices, you know, like I have like salt, basil, I have freaking pizza sprinkle. That's not gonna be too good in French toast. That's looking pretty good. I think we can start heating up our pan. I'm gonna take a little bit of butter and put that on the pan so like nothing sticks too badly. So far so good, guys. Like I'm feeling like pretty good about myself. Oh, and the cat ears, I forgot to mention, I put these on because, I don't know, it's Halloween-y. I was so excited when I found this bread at Trader Joe's. This is what inspired pretty much this whole video, to be honest, because I was like, oh, pumpkin brioche twist, like that sounds so good. Pumpkin-y, slightly sweet, and lightly spicy, great for I didn't even see it that it said this. Great for French toast, sandwiches, and toast with nut butter. But I really saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, like that would be so good as French toast. So hopefully this is really good and tasty. Maybe I can make this again like tomorrow in the morning or something. But it's also saying that it is good with sandwiches. I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of sandwich I would make with this where that would be good. Okay, our butter is pretty much melted. So it's time to get this party started. Whoa, look at that. Okay, so first we need to submerge it. So you kind of, stick it in there. This is already going so much better than when I tried to make grilled cheese. Are you supposed to toast the bread first? So this is gonna go ahead and be a problem. Oh my God, oh no. You can't burn soup, can you? I'm clearly timing this all very well. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And you just slap it on there. We're doing it, we're doing the dang thing. The problem with this bread is it's a lot thicker than the bread that I usually make French toast with. I've never made French toast this thick before, so I'm not sure like how long to cook each side for. I feel like it's not cooking. Maybe my thing just wasn't heated up enough yet. Now I'm starting to hear a little bit of the sizzle. Don't make me drink alone. Don't make me drink alone. I fear we need to just try a bite and see if I did it. That could have gone so poorly. All things considered, I feel like it looks pretty decent. I'm gonna try a bite first with no syrup and then we'll add syrup. I mean, it tastes good. I don't know if it's cooked necessarily as much as it could have been. Wow. Wait, this is kind of like really bomb. I definitely didn't need to add like more cinnamon, so that's good. The bread is super flavorful. I don't know that I'm necessarily tasting a ton of pumpkin. I guess a little. Wow, I'm shocked. I didn't expect this to go so well, truly, because I'm kind of a magnet for disaster. Wow. Wow. Life is beautiful. I shouldn't be this surprised. It's a super easy thing to make. You can do anything you set your mind to. Also, I'm kind of a syrup snob. It's not that I don't like, like Mrs. Butterworth, the more artificially syrups. I still like those, but I guess I just grew up on getting these more like natural maple syrup ones. I really do think it does make a difference. Like these ones are so good. I guess I'll make some more and then maybe make some special eggs. I cooked, I think, better, the French toast, but let's see. Okay, yeah, I definitely, because I soaked it more this time, and I think the pan was hotter, so I think it cooked better this time. Okay, and then the special eggs. They taste really good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're like really well cooked. Definitely can taste the vanilla in there. They'd be better also with like some cinnamon or nutmeg or something. I know it's controversial to put syrup on eggs, but that's just how I grew up doing it, especially when you were pairing it with French toast, and especially if they're special eggs, because special eggs are kind of dessert-esque. I'm so proud of myself. I'm gonna finish eating this and then I'm going to start to wind down for the evening, read my book. I just started Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood and it's pretty good so far. It's definitely different than I would say her normal books. What I didn't realize was, because basically I borrow books from Libby a lot, which is like the public library app, and then I read them on my Kindle. And I had put Not in Love on hold and her other book, Problematic Summer Romance. And I didn't realize that they are connected. And I was like, oh, like which one should I read first? Because they both came in around the same time. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll start with Not in Love. Not even realizing that is the one you're supposed to start with because it's like the first one in the duology, I guess. But that just blew my mind. I was like, whoa, that was fate. That was fate. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna read that. And then later tonight, I'm going to catch up on Only Murders in the Building, which I feel is a very quintessential fall show. I love that show so much. It's so comforting and warm, and I just love the cast. The cast is always so good. But I hope you enjoyed this little fall vlog. I hope it gave you some holiday cheer. Please like and subscribe. Subscribing would be super cool and awesome and sweet and very kind of you, because we are getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. So it would mean a lot if you could subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below if you have any good, like Halloween or fall movie recs. I just started a list on Letterboxd, follow me on Letterboxd, of Halloween fall-esque movies. I love those movies. I need to start watching some to celebrate the season, but if you have any others you'd like to suggest to put on that list, please let me know. Same thing with songs. I love Halloween music, so if you have a good Halloween song, let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Bye! Those are eggs, right?